The coworkers keeps coming right here with that's silverware for everybody.
So usually Papoose is upstairs.
Oh yeah, he upstairs.
Claressa Shields was the one who first spilled the tea, letting everyone know that Papoose isn't usually downstairs when she's cooking. He's supposedly upstairs handling his own business. Yet, here he is, suddenly downstairs, but this time it's someone else's food at a different spot entirely. Hey everyone, welcome back to Anonymous Tea, your safe space for the hottest, most uncensored gossip, delivered anonymously. I hope you're all having an amazing day, sending out nothing but good vibes, positivity, and blessings to every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in, as always. Now, remember, everything I say today is alleged and strictly my personal opinion. This is 100% for entertainment purposes. So, let's get into it. Today, we're diving back into the chaotic world of Claressa Shields and Papoose. Yes, I know. It feels like we can't escape these two, but trust me, there's always more to unpack. Claressa seems to refuse any sound advice, you guys. She genuinely believes that everybody is out here hating on her. She doesn't realize that most of the commentary comes from a place of concern, people trying to make sure she's making the right moves. She's out here parading a very much married man, Papoose, all over the internet, and the audience is watching closely. This is a man who previously stayed off social media, kept private, and rarely stepped in front of cameras outside of Love and Hip Hop. Now, suddenly, he's everywhere. Every time Claressa wants to prove that she and Papoose are a thing, the cameras are shoved in our faces. And let's be real, this isn't just any random footage. When Papoose isn't in New York City, when he isn't visiting Remy Ma or attending to the child he shares with her, he somehow pops up online with Claressa. The energy here is confusing at best. People immediately start dissecting the body language of Claressa and Papoose during press appearances. Some feel like Claressa is guiding him on how to pose, how to be affectionate, and how to present themselves to make the relationship look more public than private. Personally, I didn't see anything overly suspicious, but y'all know how this goes. There's always commentary and discourse. And yes, I've muted any sound for copyright purposes, but the gestures, smiles, and angles are all under scrutiny. The real issue? Every press conference or public event seems to put Papoose front and center, almost like Claressa is forcing him into the spotlight. Lazy freestyles, awkward interactions, and clips that nobody asked for, yet here they are and people are expected to just accept it. Back when Papoose was with Remy Ma, it was different. Remy Ma had her space, her autonomy, and even if she appeared with others, it felt natural and authentic. Papoose stayed mostly behind the scenes, showing support quietly without dominating the content. Now, Claressa seems intent on reversing that dynamic, making sure that he's always visible, always in the narrative, and always making the headlines. And here's the kicker. Claressa set this up. She was the one who initially told everyone Papoose stays upstairs when she's cooking, yet she's now joking about it and creating narratives that contradict her own statement. So of course we're going to talk about it. That's the tea, that's the energy, and that's exactly why this story keeps circulating. Every move, every post, every press appearance is magnified, dissected, and turned into content. Claressa might think she's trolling or being playful, but she set the stage for this scrutiny herself. So yes, we're going to react, analyze, and break it all down for you guys, because this drama is far from over.
The coworkers keeps coming right here with that's silverware for everybody.
So usually Papoose is upstairs.
Oh yeah, he upstairs.
You need to stop.
Family?
No.
I like girls with melanin mansion.
That's good though.
Elegant.
Listen, Claressa Shields, we wouldn't even know that Papoose is upstairs if you hadn't told us yourself. You literally volunteered this information, yet now when people joke or troll you about it, you go live and act like it's no big deal, like there's nothing to see about Papoose being upstairs. Y'all, it doesn't connect. It's not clicking for Claressa Shields. The more she tries to force-feed us Papoose, the more the internet is going to push back. And let's be honest, it's the complete opposite of how things used to be. Back when Papoose was with Remy Ma, he was seen, not heard. He wasn't talking all over the cameras, wasn't all up in the videos, wasn't constantly part of every single public appearance. He stayed behind the scenes, supporting quietly, keeping a respectful distance, while Remy handled the spotlight. Now, Claressa seems to think that making Papoose the main focus is somehow going to help her image or promote her career. But here's the reality check. Forcing him into the spotlight doesn't make things better. It doesn't make people accept it. And honestly, we all know how this is going to end, because history always repeats itself when someone gets involved with a married person. That's just the pattern. And let's say, hypothetically, Papoose and Remy Ma eventually finalize their divorce. What makes Claressa think she's going to get treated any better than Remy did? The same dynamics, the same scrutiny, the same public judgment is coming for her if she's not careful. Here's the thing. There have already been moments where Papoose's behavior has been shady or messy, and Claressa either acts oblivious to it or deliberately puts on a front for the cameras, pretending everything's fine. And let's talk about the holidays. A person you're allegedly romantically involved with shouldn't be turning the holidays into a full-on celebration with his current wife and child while you're in the picture. It's one thing to spend holidays with your child or your own family, but to parade around with Papoose during these times, knowing he's still married, is confusing and sends all the wrong messages. And just recently, Papoose took another trip back. So what's next? Valentine's Day? The next holiday coming up? Will he be in New York? Upstairs with Claressa as she prepares for her match? I'm confused. And honestly, it doesn't even matter if the divorce isn't finalized. Even if he's physically there with Claressa, he could easily still be sending roses, gifts, or edible arrangements to Remy Ma. Let's not forget the fan page factor. Videos of Remy Ma wearing her wedding ring or talking about her husband don't just appear randomly. Celebrities and reality stars are fully aware of what their fan pages are posting. Claressa herself reposted the fan page content. That means she's co-signing it. If it makes her or Papoose look good, she's promoting it. So let's not act like these older Remy Ma clips weren't intentional. Everything is calculated, whether it's showing her ring, being at certain events, or controlling the narrative online. Back to Papoose, he's still largely silent about all of this. The videos, the ring, the interviews, he said nothing. Not a word about the divorce, not a word about the timeline, not a word about any of the controversies. And yet, Claressa thinks that by putting him front and center, by showing him more to the public, people will accept the situation. But that's not how it works. Papoose was seen, not heard for a reason. That strategy worked before. Now, making him more visible with Claressa doesn't change public perception. It doesn't protect her narrative. It only drags both of them further into the spotlight in a way people aren't comfortable with. So here's the final takeaway. If Claressa wants to build her own legacy, her own image, her own career, she needs to understand that promoting Papoose more than herself is counterproductive. She's giving him more shine than she's giving herself. Is this her career or his? Because right now, it's looking like she's boosting him while trying to boost herself at the same time. And that's not clicking with the audience. That's all for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Claressa is handling this the right way? Is Papoose being put in too much of the spotlight? Hit like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. We'll be back soon to break down more tea and dissect everything happening in the world of Claressa Shields and Papoose.